what's up everybody? This is Flashback Toys and Collectibles, and today I'll be opening up a Marvel Legends Iron Man figure by Kenner. Let's take a closer look at the front of the packaging. The Invincible Iron Man. And we got some nice artwork of a retro looking Iron Man to match the Iron Man action figure. Let's take a look at the back. Iron Man, a genius mind and suit of armor make Tony Stark a real charmer, stopping villains where they land as the Invincible Iron Man. And it looks like the parent company of Kenner is Hasbro, and this was made back in 2021. Let's go ahead and get this guy opened up. And I'm just going to use an X-Acto knife to cut around the bubble here, so I can just remove this from the card back without ripping any of the artwork. Now the bubble should be loose, and there is an inner bubble that also holds them in place. Let's take a closer look at this Iron Man figure. So he's got an awesome retro look to him. The red gloves and red boots. Yellow on the chest there, yellow on the mask area. And here's a look at the back of the figure. Now let's check out the articulation. So the head can swivel back and forth, arms can move up and down, and the legs can move up and down. So pretty limited articulation with these figures. Now let's check out the size of this guy. So this guy measures at about 3 3/4 of an inch tall, or 3.75 inches tall. Now let's compare this guy with a vintage Iron Man figure from 1984 from the Secret Wars Mattel toy line. And this guy here measures just under 4.5 inches tall, so he's quite a bit taller than this guy here. As far as the looks go between these two figures, they're pretty similar, but there's definitely some differences. So here is a closer look at the two figures, and you can see that the head shape is slightly different between the two. If you take a look at the legs here around the trunk area, you can see that there's red on the top of the legs, and on this figure it's all yellow at the top of the legs. And their stance is slightly different as well. But as far as the articulation goes, it's the same on this guy, just the head can swivel, shoulders, and the top of the legs. And I do happen to have one more of these smaller Kenner figures. Here is Spider-Man. So you can see these guys side by side. And it looks like both these guys are the same exact height. Now let's see how well this guy can stand. And he seems to stand with no issues. And here's my final thoughts for this figure. I think this is a pretty decent figure. It's got some good detail all around on this figure. I like the paint scheme. I like that it looks retro. And it seems to be built well too. The only drawback is that it does have limited articulation, so there's not a lot of poses you can put this guy in, but I still think he'll look cool on display next to the other Marvel characters. Okay, it's now time for me to go. If you liked this video, if you could, hit that like button, and please subscribe. And have yourself a great day, and I'll see you next time.